loves, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since we did a makeup tutorial on this channel, and what better way to break that fast than recreate Deepika Padukone's beautiful, minimal but bronze goddess white sari look from Cannes 2022. Absolutely stunning she looked in every single look of hers. I couldn't recreate the rest of it because I was in the US and I just reached and I saw this white sari look and I'm like, boom. Time was waiting for this one. Without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's video. But before that, if this is the very first time you're seeing this face, hello, I am Jovita. I started doing this about 10 years ago, precisely doing recreations of Cannes makeup. It's coming in a full circle. Anyways, Chit Chatty Jovi is here, but I'm not gonna take your time away. Let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, so let's get started. By the way guys, I've got my blouse right here. It looks like I'm naked. I am not. So usually when I do my makeup tutorials, I start with my skin completely prepped with my skincare and everything. But today my skin is bone dry. All I've done is wash my face. So let's just get started from ground zero. Since we're trying to recreate a Cannes worthy makeup tutorial, I'm gonna start with Smashbox, the priming water. This really adds hydration into the skin, guys. I'm gonna go into my next product, which is the NYX Creme Prodigieuse Boost. It's a 5-in-1 multi-perfection smoothing primer. So I was in the US for a whole month and I just got back 2 days ago. My skin is really reacting. I'm like kind of breaking out. It's dry, it's oily, it's bumpy. So I made the mistake of trying out a few new skincare products that I had to try once I got back home, and that also added to the aggravation of my skin, which is why I started with bare naked face today. I just want like the makeup primers and stuff. I'm not gonna do skincare. So we've done a double priming with the primer water and the NYX primer. I let this sit on my face for 5 minutes and we'll start with our base. I'm gonna use Huda Beauty Stick Foundation in 430N. I'm quite tanned from my vacation, but we will try to color match me later on with bronzer. I'm gonna take my kabuki brush and really buff this into my face. I love this foundation because it gives you such full coverage and it's not as thick and cakey as the liquid foundation, which I really like. I'm going to go back in and double up with the foundation itself where I want a little extra coverage. Like I said, I am a little patchy right now because of all the tan I have going on my skin. I wish we tanned evenly. That would just make life so easy. But when we tan, we just get patchy, which is not fun. And look at that. My face is a different color from my body now. But we will bronze it up. For concealer, I'm going to use my Rare Beauty concealers, guys. I have not found a concealer as beautiful as the Rare Beauty concealers here in India. And probably the Maybelline ones and the L'Oreal ones are really good. But because they are not cruelty-free, I am not using them. What really are the option for us cruelty-free girls? We have K Beauty concealers, but they were not as creamy as I'd like it to be. I'm going to use a slightly darker shade. All the shade names will be linked down in the description bar below. On my chin and my forehead, on the outer perimeters of my face, just to start warming up the face. I already feel great with my skin evened out. I don't like that patchy life, guys. Alright, now to start bronzing up the face, I'm going to use the nude sticks in Deep Maple. This sets really fast, so I like to work it in one section at a time. So a little bit on the jaw, a little bit on the cheekbone, a little bit, let's get this on the forehead, on the sides of the nose, and now I'm gonna build it up on my cheeks. Look at what that did. Look at both the sides. Now to set my under eyes and the center of my face, I'm using the Sugar Dream Cover Mattifying Compact. Gently press that in with my powder brush. You don't want to swipe at this point. You don't want to disturb all the cream products that we have applied just underneath. You pat. I'm also gonna take this just underneath my contour to clean that up. Do you see that the face is kind of matching my body already right now? Now with my Inglot Sand Dunes palette, I got this a few years ago, but I still love this as my all over contour palette. I'm gonna take this deep warm contour. We also have a cool tone, which is nicer to really chisel out your face. Today I want to bronze up my face, so I'm going to take this deeper, warmer shade and very, very gently start tapping it on my cheekbones. Once I've patted in the powder, once I feel like there are no wet spots left on my face, I'm gonna then swirl in everything to start blending it out. Gonna also take that to my jaw. For my blush, I'm actually gonna use the Wearified blush for the very first time, and I'm using it in the shade Cameillia Rose. It's a gorgeous peachy, if I can open it, guys. Ooh, ooh, come on. Don't play me on camera. Wearified, look at that. Ah, such a beautiful, I feel like this color will really add a little bit of pop to this bronzy glowy face. I'm also going to mix this up with like a bronzy glowy blush by Deborah Milano, and this is in the shade 58. I will definitely link all of these down in the description bar below. So I'm going to first go for the bronzy shade, and this is also slightly glowy, so we're going to apply this right here, kind of like a highlighter but towards your temples. And I'm starting by pressing this in, and then we will blend it out. I'm also going to take this above my eyebrow, wherever the sun will hit, as if you're tanned evenly. You've got those strategic, beautiful tan points. A little bit on the nose, just makes your nose look taller, guys. On your chin, you know what, I'm also going to apply a little bit on my shoulder, because why not? Now I'm gonna take Wearified. I've never used this before, guys, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm very excited. I really don't know how pigmented it is. I'm gonna be a little careful, and I'm gonna place this on the apple of my cheek. Ooh, that is pigmented. Good thing that I went really, really careful. Damn. And also, this is why you need to first set your face with powder before you apply powder blush on top of just wet cream products, because we wouldn't have been able to blend this out then. Oh, I'm loving that, Anam. Great job. I love it. I love this blush, guys. I look super sun-kissed right now. The cheeks are not done yet. I'm gonna add a touch of highlighter with the NYX Born to Glow highlighter in the shade Chosen One. Just a touch, guys. This is a very, very potent one. Do you see that? It's super potent. So in Deepika's pictures where she's, tilted to the side, her beautiful cheekbones are just popping. So she's definitely applied a gorgeous highlighter. We need that glow, baby girl. Because I'm gonna take that highlighter down to the shoulder. We need our whole body to glow. And with that, our base makeup is complete. How easy was that, guys? So I'm gonna give another quick spritz with the primer water, just to help melt all of that into my face and make it look like my skin, not like a cakey palette of colors. We don't want it to look like obvious makeup. I mean, we know there is makeup, but we don't want it to like stand out, and distract from the beauty that you are. Got very poetic right there. So anyways, now we're gonna start with the eyes. I'm gonna quickly fill in my brows, and I'm gonna do this really, really quickly. My process needn't be your process, because I feel like eyebrow filling is a very, very personal thing. You could be using pomades or brow mascaras or pencils. For me, my process is just a skinny pencil, and I just basically fill in all the bald spots just like this and call it a day. For the eyes, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. I'm gonna scooch you in, guys. There you go, you can see me better now. If you've got big, large, beautiful eyes like Deepika Padukone's, this is a beautiful and very, very easy look that you can work for any occasion. It's gonna look good on you no matter what. But the beauty of this look is that it will also look good on people with very, very different eyes as well. So all I did is start off with a really light shade like that to highlight our brow bone and the inner corner, just to bring some light into the eyes. This has to be matte. Step 1 done. Actually, it already looks like we've done stuff, right? The natural darkness of my eyelid is acting like eyeshadow. Great! But we're gonna keep going. Seriously, this eye look is so simple but so stunning. I was just looking at it to make sure I'm getting it right. I'm gonna take a chocolate color just like this on a pencil brush like this. The pencil brush is gonna give us a little bit more precision. It's not gonna go all over the place. And I'm gonna carve out my socket. So if you take a large transition brush and you just fluff it all out, you're not gonna define the shape of your eyes. I'm taking it quite high right here next to the brow, and over here I'm gonna taper it out, so it's gonna give that Deepika Padukone style beautiful almond shaped eyes. Both my eyes, they are of different shapes, and most of us it's the same thing, you know. So we have to be careful of the application on both our eyes. So we'll have to figure out what works for us for both the eyes. It's usually easier for me to apply on this eye. You see, it's just clean and simple, and this one is muddy all over the place. But that's okay. That is okay. With that same color, I'm also gonna smoke out my lower lash line. And then with a brown kohl pencil, I'm using the one from Kiro Beauty. You can use any brown kohl pencil that you want. So the beauty of this look is that it is very, very crisp and sharp, but it's soft and seductive at the same time. So instead of using a black, which would make it really, really, really sharp, we're going to use a brown eyeliner and draw a winged eyeliner basically. Also take it to the lower lash line, sharpen out the inner corner. That's it. I'm going to focus most of it on the outer portion, not really apply much over here, which is going to close it out. Now with an angle liner brush and a really, really deep brown, and I'm going to tap in a little bit of black as well to really deepen it up. If you've got my brush set, guys, you know, going through these brushes is going to be very, very easy because I have made sure that you don't have anything extra. You only have what you need in the 8-piece brush kit. And sources tell me that we are almost sold out. So if you haven't gotten your brush kit yet, this might be the time. So I'm just gonna kind of set that winged liner and smoke out the edges so it's not like a harsh liner. There we go. So I'm gonna take this deep chocolate color bronze sparkle, if you will. This is what will suit my skin tone. You need to pick a shade that will kind of closely suit your skin tone. If you are lighter, you need to pick something like this. If you have more yellow undertone, pick a gold, you know. So this pretty much matches my skin tone, which is what I'm gonna do. Pick it straight with my finger and press it onto my entire eyelid, even on that wing if it just comes in the way, you know. Kinda smudge the edges of the wing as well. We don't want the wing too pronounced. It's kinda like slept in, but still very, very sexy and smoky, not defined at all. To add a little bit of dimension to that, I'm gonna take the gold still with my finger. I'm gonna pop this to the center of my eyelid. And I don't want the gold to stand out like gold, so with that same finger, I'm just pressing it all over so it all blends in together. So when you close your eyes, that shimmer, the misaligned placement of colors. You can definitely stop here if you want, but I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, and there is this one bronze shade over here which has the most beautiful gold sparkle. So I'm gonna pick that and also add that to this mix. Still with my finger, guys. Just adds the most unreal, ethereal sparkle when you see me from real life. I'm assuming Deepika had this kind of sparkle going on, which obviously photos and videos cannot capture. It has to be seen with your own eyes, you know. Now I'm gonna go back to that black brown shade and just deepen up my lash line just a touch because we're gonna stick on a pair of false lashes. Before I stick on my lashes, I'm gonna apply loads and loads of mascara. I'm using the Color Bar Zoom and Whoosh mascara. Deepika has worn extremely natural wispy lashes to complement her look. I can actually stop like this, but because it's been a while since I got ready, I actually feel like believe it or not, I never feel like sticking on false lashes, but I actually feel like going that extra mile today. So I'm gonna use Nykaa lashes. I'm not a fan of Nykaa lashes usually, but these pair look like the perfect pair to complement this look. It's very natural and wispy. It's called the OG Natural Volume. So I'm gonna stick them on and I shall see you on the other side. There we go, eyes are done. My eyelash glue is still wet, so if you see the glue, let it be, okay? It'll dry pretty soon. The only thing we have remaining is the lips. For this look, she had that perfect combination of nude for her skin tone. So depending on your skin tone, the combination is going to be different, right? So for my skin tone, I figured out the combination that's gonna give me like a wipe out nude. I'm gonna walk you through it. So I'm gonna start off with the K-Beauty lip liner pencil in the shade Fame. Line my lips with it, but I'm not gonna fill in my lips because I do not want the Fame shade to dilute my next shade. And then I'm going to apply K-Beauty lipstick in the shade Thriller. And then using Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, I'm going to go just to the center of my lips to bring it a little bit more dimension. Now with my cream precision brush, I'm gonna go over the lip liner just to make sure that it looks intentional and it doesn't look like unblended lip liner just sitting there like 90s style. We don't want that. We want 2022 style of brown lip liner. And before we finish, I'm gonna take my kabuki brush and once again go over all of that to make sure we wipe away all the lines and creases. And guys, we're done. Now for the most dreaded part, the beauty shots. Let's go. And here we go. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look. So I shall wait to read all your lovely comments and questions if you have any in the comment section down below. Remember, all the product links will be mentioned in the description bar below. And I shall see you in my next one. I love you.